When you write about health, money, or legal advice, you're not just offering tips, you are influencing real-life decisions. Google takes this seriously. That's why content in these areas falls under what's called YMYL, your money or your life. In these cases, EEAT isn't optional, it's required. Whether you're recommending a vitamin, explaining tax rules, or outlining tenants' rights, your content must feel safe, well-sourced, and credible to both readers and search engines. In this lecture, you'll learn how to apply EEAT principles when writing about sensitive topics, avoid common pitfalls, and ensure your content earns both trust and visibility. Objectives of the lecture. By the end of this lecture, you'll be able to identify when content falls into the YMYL category, apply the right tone and structure for serious topics, add the trust markers Google expects, like disclaimers and expert input, why YMYL content has higher standards. Google knows the stakes are higher here. One wrong tip in a health article could harm someone. One careless word in a legal post could mislead a reader. That's why YMYL content is reviewed more critically by both algorithms and human quality raters. You may notice that many top-ranking sites in these areas are government bodies, medical institutions, or trusted financial outlets. But that doesn't mean you can't compete. It just means your credibility needs to be crystal clear. Use clear disclaimers. Add a line like, "This article is for informational purposes only and is not professional, medical, financial, legal advice." Google expects this kind of transparency, and your readers will appreciate it too. You can place this disclaimer at the top or bottom of the article, but make sure it's easy to find. Add expert input or review. If you're covering health, finance, or legal topics, consider having an expert review your content. You can quote a certified professional, include a short expert review note, link to guidelines from a governing body or trusted source, even if you write it yourself, including expert insight signals that real knowledge shaped the piece. For example, this guide on budgeting for freelancers was reviewed by Maria Khan, a licensed CPA with 15 years in self-employed tax planning. Cite authoritative sources. Don't guess. Don't think you remember. Show your homework. Link to official health organizations like WHO, CDC, government sites, .gov.edu, reputable banks, legal portals, or certified institutions. Avoid sketchy blogs, forums, or user-generated content as your primary reference. Google expects credible sourcing for YMYL content. If you make a claim, back it up. Be cautious with tone and language. Avoid absolute claims like, "This will cure your anxiety," or "This is the best tax move for everyone." Instead, use careful phrasing. Some people find, in certain cases, research suggests, talk to a qualified professional before taking action. This doesn't make your writing weaker. It makes it safer and more likely to pass Google's trust check. Make it easy to verify who wrote it. Your author bio matters more than ever here. If you're not a licensed expert, be honest, but don't downplay your experience either. Example, written by Ahmed Ali, a freelance writer who has interviewed 20-plus licensed therapists and covered mental health topics for Psychology Today. Even without formal credentials, your research, consistency, and transparency still count. Example, let's say you're writing How to Spot Early Signs of Depression. Do's. Add a disclaimer, use quotes from certified psychologists, reference studies from medical journals, add helpful links to mental health services. Don'ts. Offer diagnosis advice. Push a product with no evidence. Say things like, "This always works," without proof. This applies just as much to finance. Best ways to save for retirement. Or law. Can tenants break a lease early? You can write these responsibly. When you write about YMYL topics, you're stepping into someone's real life. That means your content must feel careful, credible, and honest. It's okay if you're not a doctor, lawyer, or banker. You just need to show your sources, acknowledge your limits, and keep the reader's trust first. Google rewards content that helps without misleading. If you write with that mindset, your work will stand out.